Thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to be doing a drop fade on a wavy hair texture. So I know a lot of people inbox me directly saying, hey, I'm having trouble fading my hair and they have a wavy hair texture. So I thought I'd do a video on explaining that. So his hair was pretty much already at wave length, so I just ran over it with the 1.5 guard. And then here we're just gonna go ahead and make our guideline for the drop fade. And I think the thing that gives a lot of people trouble with doing a drop fade on wavy hair is just they get lost whenever they try to blend out a wave or blend into a wave, and they end up panicking. But I'll walk you through it. Okay, so we're going to start out with our clipper and the lever is fully open. And we're going to make a guideline almost an inch. I don't want to take this fade too high, so I'm being just a little bit conservative when I'm making my guidelines. Usually if I was doing a normal fade, I would make this guideline a little bit higher, but like I said, I want to kind of be conservative a little bit. So after you make that guideline, you take the lever fully closed and just start to blend out that bottom guideline. So what you're doing is you're starting with the lever fully closed and you're going to blend up to that next point by slowly opening the lever. So now it's fully closed and we're going to gradually open it up. So now you see me open the lever some, and then we're going to go up even more. And as you can see, that bottom guideline has started to blend out. And you always want to keep a comb in your hand. That way you make sure you comb the hair back into its natural state. So that way when you're fading, you'll get a nice transition. You want to be cutting the true hair. That's why you want to comb it back into its natural place. And as you can see, this bottom guideline is pretty much blended out, guys. Okay, so now we have on the 0 guard, and we're going to go up and make another guideline. But we're going to be careful not to take it too high. As you can see, I'm kind of doing a flicking out motion at the top. I don't want to make a harsh guideline because, like I said, once again, he has waves, so I don't want to make too harsh of a guideline. You don't want to try to put in a line too hard that'll be difficult to blend out. So now I close it. So I started with the 0 guard open, now it's closed, and then in just a second, I'm gonna go halfway. Okay, now I'm gonna go halfway. So once again with the 0 guard, I made that guideline with the lever fully open. Then previously you just saw me have it all the way closed, and then now the lever is halfway. And then here you just see me pointing to use the corner of the blade and not the full blade, just because you want to get certain dark spots. You just want to get rid of any faint line that you may see. So what we've done so far, just to review, we've pretty much blended the bottom portion of the fade, and then now we're just going to meet the bottom with the top. So this is the 0 guard, and I'm just smoothing down the hair before I start blending. You just want everything to flow together. So you're going to blend the bottom of the fade into the top. So this is the 0 guard with the lever fully open. So this is basically a 1.5. It's almost a 1.5. And you can see me being very delicate with the way that I'm stroking with the clipper. I'm not really trying to dig too hard into the skin. I'm really just keeping the clipper flush. And if you're having trouble fading this type of hair, don't be discouraged. I personally think that blending in this type of hair texture is the hardest type of blend to achieve. So don't feel bad. If you can blend this type of hair, you should easily be able to blend straight hair. So it's good. If you're starting out learning this hair type, that's actually a good thing because you're learning how to cut the hardest hair type first. By the way, if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe to the Barber Style Director YouTube. By the way, if you're new to this channel and if you get value out of this video, I ask that you subscribe as well as hit the like button. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Barber Style Directory. That's at Barber Style Directory. And if you want to see more of my personal haircuts, you can follow me on Instagram at Thomas Cut It. That's at ThomasCutit. So yeah, guys, what you saw me previously do, I just took the 1.5 guard and just blended the rest into the top. And then now I'm going back with the 1 guard, just tapping any dark spots that I see. So at this point, it's just cleanup work. So you saw that 1.5 pretty much made the bottom blend into the top. And then on this side, we're just going to repeat the same steps. So I'm just going to sit back and let you guys watch this side, and then I'll just chime in if I feel like I need to say anything. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and proceed on with the lineup. And as always, you just want to keep everything natural. You want to try to get it as sharp as possible while leaving on much hair as possible. So a good tip when doing the front lineup, you can either start from the middle and go left or right, or you can find the highest point in the hairline and just try to make it as natural as possible and then match the other side. So you can do either one of those. I usually start from the middle, but sometimes if someone has a cowlick or just a weird hair pattern, I might start at the highest point or start with the hardest part first, and then matching everything else will be easy. And then here we're just following up with the razor, just to give the edge up a little bit more crispiness and just to make it last longer. And then as you saw earlier, I used the electric shaver on his face. So I'm just using some steam to open up his pores, and then I'm just gonna add some product to soothe the skin and to keep it from getting irritated. This is not necessary. I just wanted to throw this in for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you all on the next video.